The Lakers are heavily pursuing the NBA buyout market, and Goran Dragic right now of the San Antonio Spurs has become a primetime target. During this year's NBA trade deadline, it was a big surprise that the Lakers didn't make any trades and they're going to be heavily pursuing the buyout market. And when looking at all of the potential available options or players that could become available, Goran Dragic 100% goes to the top of the list. As an NBA vet that is valued as still a great contributor to any championship squad. During this past summer, Goran Dragic got traded in a sign and trade for Kyle Lowry, where the Miami Heat sent him to Toronto. But of course, the moment Goran Dragic came to Toronto, he was vocal himself saying that he does not want to be here and of course demanded a trade right away. When the season started, Goran Dragic was the starting shooting guard and ended up only playing 5 games, where ultimately the franchise and him both came to a conclusion and compromise that they're not going to play Goran Dragic anymore and are going to work out the best possible solution to get him to a team where he wants, or in general, just trade him. And during this year's NBA trade deadline, that became true because the Raptors ended up trading Goran Dragic to the Spurs in exchange for Thaddeus Young. And then a fun fact to note is that the Raptors also sent their 2022 first-round pick to the Spurs. And then in return, the Spurs gave them 2 second-round picks for the future. But let's be real, with Goran Dragic being vocal saying he does not want to be on the Raptors, not because it's the Raptors, it's because he wants to win a championship, and going to the Spurs, the chances of winning one is still low. And that's why right now we're hearing news that the Spurs and Goran Dragic are gonna work out a buyout. This is the report. The San Antonio Spurs and Goran Dragic are expected to negotiate a contract buyout in the coming week, clearing the way for a formidable list of free agent suitors for Dragic that now includes the Los Angeles Lakers and the Golden State Warriors. This report was reported by Adrian Woj of ESPN, so of course it's legitimate. And with both the Golden State Warriors, a top team in the Western Conference, and the Lakers, a team we all feel could get better, the question now is which team would Goran Dragic choose? When talking about the Lakers, they are expected to be heavily in on Goran Dragic once he is bought out. With the Lakers heavily pursuing the buyout market, I do believe they need an upgrade in their roster or simply a new spark plug, and with Goran Dragic being known to being a 14-year NBA vet and also a potential 6-man player that has leadership, experience, playmaking, and floor spacing, I believe it's a bang for your buck if the Lakers go for him. In the 14 years he's played in the NBA, Goran's been averaging about 14 points per game, 3 rebounds, and 5 assists, shooting about 38% from the 3-point line. And after the Lakers signed Kendrick Nunn during this past offseason to a 2-year mid-level exception, Kendrick Nunn has still yet to play a single game for the Lakers. And right now with the Lakers not having a pure point guard off the bench to play make, facilitate, and of course be a beneficial factor, the Spurs buying out Dragic and the Lakers signing him for a veteran's minimum rest of the year deal, I do believe it's highly likely, of course, if Goran Dragic is interested. In the 2020 NBA Finals, when the Lakers went to the NBA bubble, the Lakers went up against the Miami Heat against Goran Dragic, and of course they know his value. They know he has NBA Finals experience and he simply has the will and wants another opportunity to win a championship. So if Goran Dragic feels that going to the Lakers would help him win, the Lakers are interested, so now it's just a matter on Goran. I am going to say this though, there are multiple teams in the NBA that are interested in Goran Dragic, so of course, once again, it's all up to Goran Dragic and of course his mindset on which team he believes he can go to and win. We're hearing some news about the Warriors, as I just mentioned, even the Dallas Mavericks, even going back to the Miami Heat. One thing's for sure, the moment Goran Dragic gets bought out, it's going to be a championship targeting him and a championship team he chooses. So what's most important to me is I want to know your thoughts. Where do you believe Goran Dragic will sign after getting bought up by the Spurs? And if so, do the Lakers have a good chance? Put your thoughts down in the comments below. But other than that, take it easy, God bless. And I'll see you all next time on Easy Buckets. Woo!